What's up, everybody? It's the Podcast Boys. We're on episode 107. We don't have a guest today. Our guest, unfortunately, was one of the others that has bailed. Like, we've had people in the past say that they can come on and then they're great to come on and then they just don't show up. Unfortunately, that happened today. And on top of things, to make things even better, is we got no Jackson again. And same sort of situation with him, but at least he told Justin that he couldn't come. But yeah, it's been a rough week for me. I don't know about you, but for me it's been like, I can't believe it's been 7 days today since we recorded that last episode. Feels like 2 or 3 weeks have gone by. It's crazy. No, yeah. So we're short-staffed today, and unfortunately, yeah, we have no guest this week. I don't know what we're gonna do next week, if we could have one on or not. Do you know anybody that might wanna?
Maybe. Like some people have been talking to me about it, so I have some people that could potentially like be guests, but
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, no, it sucks. Like, we should get like a better system, or maybe I don't even know. That's probably not even like something we can do really. Anyway, I guess we'll go into story time. Like I said, it's been a rough week for me. I started football this week, spring football, which is pretty fun, and I've had it every single day, Monday to Friday. I got some battle wounds, I guess you could say, from that. It's been fun. Every single day having football, it gets a bit repetitive, so that could be kind of annoying. But at the same time, it's great because you get so much better, like, practicing every day. But yeah, no. What else has happened this week? So, yeah, started football. It's pretty much, like, the biggest thing. The story that we were going to tell today, Justin, can you tell it? Because honestly, I kind of forgot most of it.
all right. So it all happened.
Wait. Before we get into that, do you have anything from your personal week? Because
Alright.
it's a long
Yeah,
story.
it's like a connected story.
Yeah.
So this week I've just been studying for exams a lot, wrapping up school. Today was last week of school, but that doesn't count exams. So I have exams next week and then the week after. So I've been studying for that, getting the review packages done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's kind of boring week, but just studying and like make sure I'm good for the end of the year. But yeah, on to the story. So it all happened. Me and Colin went to the Canada versus Curacao game. It was an awesome game. But on the way there, we were taking like transit. So we were on the sea bus, which is basically just like a boat that goes from like one side to the other side to the downtown area. So we hopped on the sea bus, and it was like pretty normal. We were just chatting, talking about the game, and like I don't know, whatever else we talked about. And like it was kind of weird. This guy was in the corner, and he had like this toy car, and he kept like driving it around, and like none of us like really acknowledged it. Like I saw it, but I never really said anything about it, and I was like, okay, like whatever. And we kept talking, and then we made it to the other side. We got off, and as we were getting off, Colin's like, yo, I gotta tie my shoe real quick. So I'm like, all right. So we just pull over to the side, and he's tying his shoe, and we're just like talking or whatever, and we're walking down like the hallway to the escalators to exit the like landing zone, I guess you could say. And this guy comes up to Colin and I, and he goes, were you talking about this lady over there? And we're like, what? And he goes, yeah, were you talking about that lady over there?
Laughing, I think.
And he's
it?
laughing, like he's kind of like,
Oh no, he was like, were you laughing at her, right?
yeah, were you laughing
Yeah,
at her,
laughing
or
at her.
talking about her, like,
Yeah.
or being disrespectful, I think he said to her. And we're like, no, like we didn't say anything to her. We were literally talking amongst each other. So I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, the way he said it though, he's very aggressive.
Yeah.
Like he kind of kept, oh, you're talking about her, blah. And then we're like, I'm sorry, sir, but like we have no idea what you're talking about. And then he said that we were talking about her being raped or something. And then at that point, we were both like, what the hell? Like, like, I don't know anything about that woman. Like, never seen her. We weren't talking about her, and we don't know this guy. Like, and so it's really weird. And then there's like, it's kind of hard to explain, but in the landing zone, I guess there's like there's an escalator. There's two escalators. So there's an escalator right here, and then there's the escalator go up. So this is the one going down. This is the one going up. And there's like two paths you can kind of take and walk around or go the other way. So me and Colin went straight, and Colin's like, oh god, like that guy's weird. And the guy's like,
We come around the other
he
side.
came around the other side, and he's like, what'd you say to me? And
no, he's like,
what'd he say?
he was like, what do you no, he said, what are you laughing at?
Yeah, what are you laughing at? Or, like, and we're like, what? Like, dude, just like leave us alone. Luckily, this woman came in and was like, basically just like, kind of iced it over. She's like, dude, like, you're putting these kids in like uncomfortable situations. Like, stop. Like, I'm really sorry to hear that, but like, they weren't talking about that, and like, so that lady was actually like really nice and actually like helped that guy.
Shout out.
Yeah, not gonna like be so aggressive, but it was honestly just a weird situation because we were both just kind of like, it was so out of the blue where we wouldn't expect it kind of thing. So yeah, that was pretty weird.
I think like, yeah, the guy seemed very skeptical. He didn't like believe us fully. Like he was like, okay, and, like his tone of voice was just super like skeptical, and was just like, okay, or, like, are you sure? Like he said, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
At first he said, were you laughing about that lady back there? And I was like, what lady? Like, there's nobody there. And she came around the corner and she was like, I don't want to talk about it. And she like walked away. Did you see that?
Yeah, she was kind of behind him. I don't know if they were like, I don't know, like together or they were both going somewhere at the same. Like, I don't know his relationship to that lady, but he kept like, I don't know what he was like, his motive was, like if he was trying to protect her or something. But it's just really weird because like we literally had no involvement. We were sitting by like ourselves on the opposite side of the sea bus, and this guy is just like, being
like, I wonder what he saw us do that made. He was talking to me, like he wasn't talking to you.
Yeah.
He was mainly just talking to me. So because I was like, he probably didn't even see you because you were beside me.
Yeah.
So I was like blocking your like where you were, so he probably didn't even see you. But it's like, I was just like, what was he like? What did he see me do that made him think like, I didn't go like, ha, like that, like that's like, I never did that. But yeah, I don't know what he saw to make him think that like I was laughing at whoever was with him. But I was just like, what? That's so weird. But when he came back, I was like, what are you laughing at? I started getting nervous because I was like, this guy, he's taking this a place I don't want to go. And it got me nervous, and it got me pissed off. Like, that's when my tone of voice started to get a bit more, I don't know, what's the word, defensive, aggressive, I don't know. I was just pissed, like, dude. And he's like, what did he say? He's like, I'm a nice guy or something like that. And he's like, if you say that you weren't laughing, you weren't laughing. And I was like, yeah, so we're done. Like,
yeah, it's like, leave us alone.
Yeah.
I remember Colin was, or like, he came up to it and he's like, when he said that, we both kind of like stopped and like froze. Like, we turned around and we're like, what the heck? And like, we were just like chatting and stuff before. And then he's like, oh, if you weren't lying, like, why'd that smile come off your face? And we're like, dude, like, you just like
I'm talking to you, dude. Like, I'm not gonna be still laughing when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you put us in like a weird situation, and you're like confronting us about something we didn't even do. And then like his like defense is saying that, oh, you're not smiling, so now you must be talking.
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
he's
like, you must be, like,
you're laughing as
something.
if you got away with something.
Yeah.
Sure, but like our expressions and how we responded was so genuine. Like everything. Like, why if I knew what he was, think about it like this. Let's say I was laughing at that lady and I was like trying to lie about it and say no. When he asked me, hey, were you laughing at that lady back there? I could have been like, no. Like, that's such a liable response. Like, if I were to say who, like he was pointing like back there, and I was like, who? Like, where are you pointing to?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, when he came back and he's like, what are you laughing at? I got pissed, and then if I was thinking, I was like, dude, what if he would have like started to fight us? I was thinking about that, and I was like, I probably would have ran away, realistically. Like, I mean, I would like to, knock him out, show him like shut the fuck up type vibes, but he like at the end of the day, that would be like one of the smartest things to do is just run away because first of all, I know for a fact I'm a lot faster than some. Like he's like mid 40s, would you say?
Yeah,
Some mid
probably.
40, like 5'5" dude. He could have been on drugs as well. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
So I could easily outran him. And if I fought him, like he could have been strapped or something. I don't know. So
Yeah.
it's not worth that risk to get fucking murked or worse,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So like I would have just probably ran like I don't know. Probably out of the station downtown and then, I don't know, just run in somewhere or, I don't know, fucking throw shit at him through a store or something. I don't know, dude. But, I mean, if I had to fight him, I would, like, out of self-defense. And fucking Justin knows Taekwondo, so, like, I'm good, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, but, no, I just think it's... Yeah, the guy's an idiot. Like, if you're watching this, dude, like, I'm sorry about your situation, but... Like, smart the fuck up, dude. Don't just say that shit to people. It offended me when he came back. And, like, I wonder... I was also thinking about this when I was coming home. I wonder how many people he did that with. Because didn't he say, like, I feel like everybody is watching it. Like, there's some video online or some shit he said of his... Whoever he was with, the woman, like, getting raped. It's like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But he was just like, everywhere I go, people know about it. It's like, he's just being delusional as fuck. And he doesn't... He's like one of those crack addicts that think, like...
Everyone's
fucking,
out to get him,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, the whole world's
people
against
that
me.
are on drugs,
hates
that
me.
are hallucinating, think that shit. People are like, like fucking the ceiling has eyes and like you start seeing shit. Like DMT does that to you, bro, or fucking, I don't know, ecstasy. No, like I said, if you're watching this, dude, definitely not. But I mean, figure your shit out. Don't just fucking do that. But yeah, I'm sorry for you having to have that struggle in life. That definitely sucks. But no, I mean, it's downtown, dude. You're gonna get stupid people like that. No, I mean, yeah, the guy pissed me off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's life, dude. Like shit goes down. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. It's just we had that incident. The game was good. The game we went to this week, Curacao versus Canada, 4-0 Canada. Great game. Really good goals as well. Really good goals. It was entertaining to watch. And the time went by so fast.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
What time did you get home?
Probably around like 10:30ish, maybe.
Yeah, I got home at 10:30. I checked my phone right as I got it, and it was 10:30. So, you went up one more stop.
Yeah, one more stop, and then to my house. So, yeah.
I had a fan interaction this week actually.
Really?
Somebody came up to me and he was what did he say? He was like I've never seen this guy before. I don't even know his name. Like I don't know who he is. He was just like, do you know Justin? And I said, yeah. And I was like, how do you know that? And he's like, the podcast. And I was like, all right. I was like, no autographs right now, but yeah, thank you though. And then he's like, oh, no problem. I was like, yeah, dude, it's just 'cause like we get bombarded with photos a lot. Like I just want to go home and like change. He's like, yeah, I understand. I was like, yeah, no problem. No, but yeah, if you guys see us in public, like just ask for a photo. Don't just like come up and like be like that. Like I get it, but like show some decency. Like we're in public and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're busy and like.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we take that seriously, but anyway, yeah, sorry for that. No, we'll take a photo with you guys if we have time and shit, Anyway, topics. So I'll go first because it kind of has to do with the story time we got. So, all right. So listen to this. This is what Canada Soccer posted on their Instagram. June 5th. Canada Soccer men's national team international match scheduled for Sunday, June 5th at BC Place has been cancelled. Additional details will be provided to all ticket purchasers. So here's the thing. We talked about it on the podcast, how they canceled Iran. I said this before, like last episode I think we talked about. They shouldn't have canceled the game because it was an issue and they knew, or they should have thought about it being an issue. So that's number one, right? And then we got Panama. They're like, look, we can't get a good team from a different continent than Central America or North America. So Panama came in and was thankfully willing to play within such short notice, right? It's like less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that they'd come down. And they did. They came down to Vancouver and they were ready to play. And this was when the players decided to go on strike because they have 10% earnings of the Canada Soccer organization as of right now. They want more because a deal was made a few years ago and they discovered it, and it's preventing them from getting more money and more freedom as players. More rights, I guess you could say. And they went on strike. They didn't practice, and the game was, people were wondering if it would get canceled. So I was like thinking, yeah, maybe. And then the day of the game wasn't even in my mind, not the back of my mind, not like, main thing I was focused on, because I was like, they're not going to like, why? That's nothing I would think about. Why would they cancel the day of? An hour and a half before the game was supposed to start, I go on Instagram, ready to leave my house to go to the game. Check Instagram as I'm waiting for my dad, and it says that Canada Soccer have canceled the game. It was the post that I read. All right, so yeah, we got interrupted by a Quinner call, but so I said that they should resign or they should get fired, and it's because they Panama. First of all, there's many things wrong with this. You don't cancel a game an hour and a half before the game starts. Okay, dude? People were downtown, and they were waiting outside the stadium, and this is canceled. And the players, they're going on strike right now because I mentioned that they get 10% of what the whole Canada organization get. The owner of the organization came out on a press conference and said, they want 40% is what they want, and they got 10 right now. So, the president of the organization, or the owner, said, if we wanted to give them 40%, what they're asking for, if we take out our coaching development, our U18 program, U19 program, U20 program, U21 program, and we get rid of all the Nike collabs we have and all the trips that we are paying for, if we get rid of all of that, we still won't have enough money to pay them. So essentially, they got to go bankrupt in order to pay the guys what they want. So they came to a mutual agreement for the time being. You get to play this Thursday at BC Place with U.S.A, which we saw. And in exchange, we will continue to have meetings of what we both want to happen. And then overall, once they have these meetings, they will eventually come to a result and a result of what needs to be done and what they can both agree on as the management and players. So they posted on Instagram saying the players have confirmed that they are playing on Thursday. Great news, guys. And I'm thinking, that doesn't mean shit if they confirm it or not. They confirmed twice already. My ass. Confirm, bro? Dude, I don't care. And then they're pushing advertisements saying there's still tickets left. Go and buy one if you want to see. And people are in the comments I wonder why. I wonder why you guys haven't sold it out. BMO Field, when I went there in March and in Toronto when I was there, they sold that shit out within 10 minutes, bro. On God, every single seat in that stadium was filled with some guy's ass, or where I was standing some of the time. Remember when we had to stand on corner kicks? I had to do the same thing. But dude, when I'm in -12 weather, you don't want to do that, dude. When you move, your body stays warm. But at a certain point, when you're so cold, you don't want to move, because the fucking your muscles are just gonna ache. So that is a big problem right now with the organization. They need new management because these guys don't know how to schedule shit. They wasted the Panama players' time and money by coming down here. I think they still got paid. All the people that were like the staff that were meant to work at BC Place, they're still getting paid because they got their ass down there from where the fuck they live, and then they work and they already scheduled time, right? They already have it on their fucking on their calendar, like on their kitchen table. They already have that shit marked down as they got to work today, so they get the money, they get the check. But the players, I don't know, but you wasted so many people's time and money. Canada Soccer Organization owes my family over $250 worth of tickets. That money will not touch back in our bank accounts until 30 days time. That's like the latest it will go. When I got Raptors tickets and they said we'll pay you back within 30 days, it was 30 days on the dot. This 30 days after the event, the money touched down back into the account. So the thing is that shouldn't happen in the first place, right? Obviously. So the Canada Soccer Organization's all over the place. And I put this on my Instagram. Don't make promises you can't keep. Quinner. Anyway, and then you can't make don't hype up shit for no reason. That's just like for today I was excited. You know, we got Jackson, we got Quinn coming, and then they can't come. And I was like, oh. The same thing happens, but twice, like, within the month. Like, with a Canada soccer game, dude. If it was Iran and if it was Panama, there would be more than 17,000 people in that stadium last night. That's just because people would go. 17,000, there's a lot missing there. There's a lot missing there, but a good amount still. But when I was in Toronto, it's over 40,000. When I was in Edmonton, even more. So people are losing interest in the organization. People I know aren't really, not fans necessarily, but they're not supporting them anymore, like, because of this shit. Because it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of people's life. Like, dude, it's disrespectful, and it's also disrespectful to the nation in a way. And this could be a reason why soccer is down here and hockey's up there. You know?
Yeah.
Hockey, I can't think of a time hockey has done this shit. I mean, I'm sure something similar has happened, but no, not in Canada hockey. But anyhow, I'm gonna let you take over. That was a big rant I had. Yeah, I mean, do you agree with me? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I was talking to my dad about it. I remember when he originally told me, like, he's like, yeah, the Panama game got canceled. I'm like, didn't they just cancel the Iran game? I'm like, they can't, like, to me, that's just, like, you're playing off of your fans' trust, right? Like, your fans are, like, the people that keep your organization afloat. They're the people buying tickets, buying merch, supporting the players, and doing all this.
Selling out stadiums.
If you lose trust in your whole fan base, the whole country, right? Like, to me, canceling twice just shows, like, I don't know, immaturity and, like, I don't know, that they just can't be.
They can't be doing that, dude.
Yeah.
That's all there is. It's common sense.
I don't know. It's just, like, I understand, like, okay, so the first game, even the Iran game, that cancellation was, like, stupid. The whole tensions, like, between countries, they should have figured that shit out before. But even then, okay, it's one cancellation that's, like, it still sucks, and it would have been a great game. But, okay, we go on to the next game. But to cancel that game just makes it even worse, because you promised your fan base on the first time, you mess up, and you mess up again. That's just, like, to me, that's just horrible. Like, you can't be doing that. So, I don't know. I think it's a joke, honestly, but me and Colin went and saw the Curacao game. It was actually a pretty good game.
It was.
4-0.
Quite entertaining.
Yeah. I just think as well, if you're the players, like, I understand where they're coming from off of, like, off the strike and stuff, because, like, from what I heard originally, it was because they qualified for a World Cup.
They got $1 million, the organization.
Yeah, and it, like, wasn't split, or, like, it wasn't they didn't get the right share or whatever that they wanted, because they didn't think that Canada would qualify, because our team was, like, nowhere near qualification before. So it's just, like, I don't know. It's just because our team's so much better right now, and we're kind of in like our prime, I guess. So yeah, I mean it sucks, but even if you're the players, like to do that on that day, like just like the events leading up to me is just kind of like immature as players as well, right? Because like you got to do it for the fans as well as the money. So yeah, that's my like thoughts on it. But
Yeah. I was asked if they look any better as a team. It's hard to tell when you're versing a team that's worse. But they look good. Don't get me wrong. They look like a
yeah,
good team, but they gotta go up against people from other continents besides Central America and North America. You're looking at Asia, so we're talking South Korea, Iran, Iraq, Sudan, Japan, China, Europe, England, Belgium, France, Turkey, Uzbekistan, South America, Argentina, Brazil, Colombia. Like the teams I didn't even list there. More of those would be like way better. Paraguay, like Jordan, like anything else, dude. They just gotta learn a different style. It's a World Cup, not a fucking North American, Central American Cup. They gotta get they just gotta verse people with different styles, and ultimately just, I mean, I think I have a bias here, but I think Scotland versus Canada would be a good game. I think they're pretty even as a team. And I think that Scotland is not in the World Cup. They lost that game. So I think that it would be a good thing to do. But hey, as long as they verse someone else, like I said, besides those two continents, then that will set us in a good path to walk down and hopefully get a lot better. But enough of that. Or do you want to read that?
yeah. So
Okay, never mind.
on to my next topic. Just kind of talking about it. So yeah. So Davies, he scored twice. He scored like an awesome penalty. Like
Oh, before you say anything else, I realized today he scored twice yesterday at his return to BC Place.
oh yeah, yeah.
When
yeah,
he left the game, when he left BC Place for the last time in 2018, he scored 2 goals. And 2
Lucky
goals when he
kid.
came back. I just realized that like half an hour ago.
Damn. Yeah. So yeah, he scored twice.
Sorry
He
about
scored on a penalty. Like he placed it like
Oh,
perfectly. Like
Beautiful.
me and Colin thought it was gonna go out. We were doing like we stood
Yeah.
up and we were doing this. Everyone's standing up, and it looked like for a moment that it would go up. And I just placed it perfectly. Yeah, and then the other goal, it was like he ran in, like the guy ran in on the like sideline, kicked it in, and then Davies got the finish.
Triangles.
Yeah, the
They
triangle
had
play.
like 2 of those goals, I think.
Yeah.
So who scored? Davies twice, Estacchio, and Cavallini.
So that was a really good game. And then one of the weirder things that happened in the game was these protesters
That's
came
what
in
it was.
at the middle of the game and tied themselves to the pole. So me and Colin were sitting on the opposite side of where that was happening, and we were kind of like, what the? Like there was this like the goalie made a save, and the whistle went, and we were like,
I didn't see what was happening.
We just kind of saw like people. Like I was like, is that streakers? But I'm not sure. But because they were standing behind the net and they were just kind of stuck there. So what actually happened is there were protesters and they chained themselves to the nets to raise awareness for the old growth wars. So I'm gonna show this video here.
Well, they got arrested.
In BC, there's this thing about old growth forests and stuff, and like climate activists. This happened before at my school. Like people live like further away from the school, and they've literally just stopped like the big bridges and stuff and like main roads that people commute to get to like work and school. And so people would show up like sometimes like hours late to school because of these protesters blocking the middle of like the bridges and roads and stuff.
That's what you got to think about. So, does that, by them doing that, it's affecting everybody, and that's making awareness of it. But that's affecting me. If I'm trying to get to work, dude, I don't give a shit what you're protesting about. I want to get to work. You're wasting my time. So if I said that to a protester, a likely response from them would be like, it doesn't matter. I need to make it aware of people that they have to know one way or another. This is a perfect way to do it. Like, if you're late, you're late. You have to know about this. This is important, more important than your work. That's something that they would say, right? So like, there's two sides to the story here. But personally, this is a great way, and this is my opinion, this is a great way for them to put themselves out there. However, it's very annoying for everybody. I don't know what will happen from this stuff. Like, I don't know if the government will be like, all right, enough of that. Like, stop messing with people's lives. Like, let's figure something out. Or they're not gonna give a shit, and they'll just keep doing this until God knows when. So, I don't know.
So the article here says, security appeared to be up to the players on the pitch for a moment, with Alphonso Davies and a few Curaçao players in close proximity. I didn't say anything to the protesters, Davies said after the match. I told the Curaçao guys to just leave them. The pitch invaders appear to be protesting against the logging of old growth forests and raising awareness about climate change. Both the man and the woman had 1,022 days left written on their bare chests with Save Old Growth stickers covering their nipples. So, yeah, like, okay, you can see there. It's just like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To me,
she looks high on that.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with her?
I don't know. These people are very weird.
They're special.
Yeah, stopping the game, and then I don't know. Also, like, to me, yeah, like what Colin said, you're raising like negative, like
awareness.
Yeah, like people think, oh, you're the people that like stop the bridges and like the main roads, and you're like making me late for work and stuff, and like.
Dude, I got a family, I got a fear. Let me go through the Lionsgate workers.
Yeah, exactly.
Iron Memorial Bridge.
Like, I understand to an extent. Like, okay, like, we understand you're trying to raise awareness. You know, there's only however many time left. But, like, at some point, like, people got to do what they, like, yeah, my teacher was late one time as well. She had to, like teach us. And she was late because the same people. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird way of going about it, but. Yeah, so that was a pretty weird thing that happened at the game. So yeah.
I think BC Place has got to get better security. This is the second time. Honestly, they are lucky that they don't have people going in there fucking shit up, fucking knocking out the players, or worse. Like, dude, I mean, it's hard to bring shit in, like bombs and stuff now, but if they come in there and start, like, punching the players, fucking, like, Bruce Lee cross-kicking them and shit like that, like, it could be bad. And they're lucky that hasn't happened yet. One day, if they don't improve their security, I'm telling you this right now, what's going to happen is somebody's going to go in there and do something very, very unfortunate, and it's going to be the security's fault at the end of the day, because this is the second time. You can go on the internet and search up Whitecaps, Vancouver Whitecaps streaker. Look at the newest, like, video that you see. The guy went in there with without a shirt, and his jeans on. He walked onto the turf, walked back. He was on the turf for a total probably almost 2 minutes straight, and no repercussion from security at all. That's horrible. Security went up to him as he got back into the stands. By that point, he was already gone. By that point, he, like, you know, there's no point then. And the guy was on his walkie-talkie, probably been like, "Stop that, man!" Like some Inspector Gadget shit. But dude, like, what's done is done. They gotta get better security. They gotta get people that are jacked. They gotta get people that are fit, bro, that do CrossFit, that fucking train, that go hikes and shit. Because you got these guys that are, 60-year-olds that should be in the stands watching the game, but security. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you have to have the proper qualifications to do a job like that and stop people from doing stupid shit like this. So, BC Place have got to get better security. Shit, they'll hire me. I'd love to tackle people, dude. Like, honestly, I can run fast. I'm smart with that shit. And I just, I'll be there every single day, bro. I swear to God. Yeah. So maybe, who knows? I mean, Yeah. No, that's my strong opinion on that. They're lucky that somebody hasn't taken advantage of it. Luckily,
Yeah.
I think most people don't really care to streak the pitch.
Yeah,
But like
especially
I
like
said, something could happen one of these days. What, there's a concert, something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be bad, and it's gonna be security's fault. I swear to God, I'm gonna go back to this if it ever happens.
yeah.
So, what do you think about that? What I just said?
The one thing when I was reading the article, it said it takes up like it took the security like the delay is about like 5 minutes or something. So that means like the people were standing
Dude.
at the post for like a couple of minutes before
Yeah, they
they
were there for way too
yeah, and
long.
before the security actually did something. And the other thing it said is like the people just walked on. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't hard and no one did anything. Like they just stood there
Yeah.
for like I don't know, like 5 minutes, just like tying themselves to the post. And the other thing you can see in the video, like the security's not very urgent. Like you don't really see them like sprinting towards
They
the
walk
people,
on there,
getting
take their
them off.
sweet time.
They're walking on and like I don't know, detaining the people or whatever. But I don't know. I think that yeah, I agree with Colin. They should really up the security because they have people that could like. It's a safety issue at that point, right?
It
when
is.
people can go onto the field and like I don't know, do whatever they want. So yeah, I think that they should really up their security because for safety, you know. I have a quick copper drop here. It's the U.S.A and Converse Chuck 70 collab. So I guess these are new. I haven't seen these before, but they actually look pretty sick. And I would have to say cop. I think they're really clean. They just look like normal Converse, but they got like the star on them. It's a little different, which I think is kind of cool.
That's unique. You don't really see that in like shoes that often. I feel like a star. There's a check.
Yeah.
There's a arrow. There's
Yeah,
no star.
exactly. So we got the low top version. There's like the 1 stars. And we got the high top, which is the Chuck 70. For the Chuck 70, I'd say cop. Even the low star, like the low version, I would say cop as well. So I'd say cop on both. What do you think?
I like the high top better. Which do you like better? Did you say? High.
I like them both, honestly. Like I like this one. I also like this one. I say cop to
The
both.
lows,
Yeah, and highs.
I would cop both, but the lows are, I don't know, iffy.
Yeah.
I'd cop it though overall.
Yeah. So yeah, those are pretty cool. Just a quick copper drop. I have another topic to go over. So, Ryan Trahan is like this YouTuber guy, and he's done this thing for a couple years where it's like the penny challenge. So he goes and he has like he starts with 1 penny, and he like trades up, or what he does is he like makes profit with the penny and tries to like live off of the penny for like. He's done it for like a week. I think he's done it.
So many people have done that on YouTube,
Yeah,
but he's been pretty successful.
People have done like trading it up, but he's done it to where he's got like a house, and he did it within a month, and like he's done all these things with a penny. But now he's doing he's going from 1 penny from trying to cross America with 1 cent, and so he's like you start with the penny and then you go up. So like he gets the penny and then sells the penny or trades the penny for a pen. So he bought a pen for $1
and
with the person, and then he sells the pen for more, and then he goes to a shop and he starts.
You just keep on going up and up.
Yeah, making like different methods and stuff. But the thing is, he's doing this thing. It's for a fundraiser for like some like food bank or whatever to get people meals and.
That's great.
So it's pretty cool. So one of the things, if someone pays $50,000, he gets reset back to 1 penny wherever he is in the country. So he's about 10 days in, and he's in like Colorado. So if and I think he just got set back. So he's back at 1 cent in the middle of Colorado, and he's like, he has like a car rental.
You gotta do all that shit again.
Yeah, so now he's gonna restart in the middle of Colorado, and he's got 20 days to go all the way to Minnesota. So the thing is, the like end goal he's trying to get to, I think Mr. Beast lives in like, I don't know, Dakota or something, like South Dakota, North Dakota or something.
I think Carolina.
Oh yeah, Carolina. Yeah. So he's trying to get all the way to Mr. Beast to deliver him a penny. So yeah, he has this series going on. I think it's like pretty interesting. I literally watched all of them. So yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, that was that. What do you think of that?
That's great. Great cause. I like Trahan. He's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw FaZe Rug do that challenge, and it took him a few days.
Mhm.
He went to a Tesla. It was a used Tesla, one of the
Mm.
older ones, but he even said, if they didn't know who I was, I would not have gotten where I've gotten.
Yeah.
'Cause people are like, it's FaZe Rug, you know, they're more entitled to give him something.
Yeah.
I want to do that for a video. I have all these ideas like of content that I want to make, but I'm not really. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but hopefully. I need somebody to film me, dude. That's the biggest thing.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, no, I think that'd be great. Even if I don't get far, I just want to. It's like a social experiment. I just want to see what happens.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think the same thing from FaZe Rug would probably apply to this guy, right? Like, cause he sees people on the street. Where's Trahan from?
Uh,
California?
I think he's from Texas, but he started at Los Angeles. So he started like literally the opposite end of the country, and now he's going to Carolina. So yeah, it's pretty cool though, because the other thing that has to
Big
happen
country.
is like he almost has to make money every day, because now he has
he
has to feed himself through the penny.
Yeah.
Literally everything has to happen through the penny. So he has to feed himself, he has to get somewhere to sleep, and he has
Dude,
to
that's nearly impossible.
take over his amenities. So what he's been like, he got like a hammock and he got like a blanket, and he lived in LA, and he just like slept in a hammock for a couple nights.
So
And,
with
like,
the stuff you get with the penny, when he has to why does he have to restart again? What was the
so
reason?
it's like an incentive for people to donate to the charity. But
Okay.
what happens if someone donates to the charity? All the items, like the investments or whatever, or assets you could say he's acquired, are safe from like the reset. But if all the money that he's had up until that point, like if he has like $100
Like saved up.
just saved, that's all gone.
But stuff he's spent, he can
But
keep.
stuff he spent, he can keep.
Okay.
And the other thing he's trying to
That's
get,
good.
like, so he took a bus from like LA to, then he went to like Vegas, and then he went Vegas to Colorado, and so he's like taking a bus and a plane. But the other thing is like you have to save up, get like plane tickets or bus, and then you also could be reset any point between that time. So it's a really good series. I've been watching it a lot.
That's great. I
so
should look into that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Do you have any topics left right now?
Yeah, I got one more.
All right, I got like 2 more. So
We have a longer episode today.
yeah.
Not bad.
Mhm.
Okay, so we got talking about trends. We were talking about how we talked about a trend like I don't know. I just remember you said the word trend, and this is what made me think of it. Have you seen the trend on TikTok with like the bathroom what is it called? The bathroom dude, what? Let me see if I could find it. But anyway, as I'm looking for that, I'll bring this up. So Marvel are coming out with a shorts series called I Am Groot. It's coming August 10th to Disney Plus. It's gonna be shorts based on Groot and kind of him growing up when he got like born again.
Yeah.
So he's like a little kid, pretty much, listening to the Walkman and just going through adventures. Typically shorts like these are more for like an younger audience.
Yeah.
But knowing Guardians of the Galaxy, the series is a very older generation, baby boomer type of series, but it's also great for kids because it's action and, superheroes. So I think that this could be for all ages, really. I might have to give this a watch. It's going to be August 10th coming out on Disney Plus. So that is a quick topic that I just wanted to share. You can talk about yours. I'm going to find the trend that I'm talking about because it's kind of an interesting topic.
I'll go over this one pretty quickly. So, Edmonton Oilers got swept in their previous round. So, we pretty much covered this like every week. And I did say I think that the Av was going to win earlier in the earlier episodes. And I was right, but I didn't think they were going to get swept. I think I said that too. I was like, I think maybe it would go to like a game 6 or maybe 5 or something. But I had no clue that they were going to get swept. So yeah, game 4. I watched it. It was pretty good. They were down. So it was in like the third period. I think it was like, I forget. I guess it was like 5-5. No. Yeah, I guess it would have been, yeah, 4-5 for Colorado, and then I think it was a while ago now, but I think Cassian. So what happened is Cassian gave over a puck on a turnover, and that made the Avs go up and score on that play. And so they're down. So the Oilers are down, and there's only like a couple minutes left. And I think it was Draisaitl takes the shot, and Cassian just finishes it. So it's 5-5, and then it goes into overtime. And then in overtime, at 18:41, Arturi Lehkonen puts the game away, and that's the end of the series. So overall, I can't really say it's a good series because the Oilers got swept.
And they did well against Alberta as well.
Yeah,
Calgary.
And it was like, and I was going for the Oilers, since game 1. So I don't know. It was kind of like when I saw it happen, I was just like, oh my god, like it's just kind of like sad.
And Smith wasn't doing well.
Yeah, he let in a couple, I don't know,
questionable
shots. Yeah, and just there's like a couple weird bounces in front of the net too, which is all of it like hard to save. So yeah, so honestly, I wonder if my prediction will come right. I'm pretty sure Tampa will take the bag on the Rangers game. Tampa's so good. Vasilevsky,
Rangers
Kucherov.
FTW.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but you never know. So I am right about one of my predictions that the Avs would make it to the finals.
Yeah.
So
every team now is really good, like of a team.
Yeah. Rangers, Avs, and Tampa.
Great players.
It's going to be a great series regardless. So
they have to have good chemistry if they've gone this far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, my topic I was going to bring about the trends.
Yeah.
Bathroom functions is what it's called.
Yeah. Okay.
You've seen that?
I saw. Yeah, not to cut you off or anything, but there was since it was the last day of school, someone from one of the, not at our school, but I saw a TikTok or whatever. One of my friends showed me about some guy.
Was it this?
Yeah.
It was that school?
That one at one of the schools around here, where they had a bathroom function, and it was pretty crazy.
Sounds weird when you say it like that. They had a bathroom function. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I saw that. So.
Yeah, so about that. I was walking out of school from my conditioning class, and you have to cross. Okay. I'm gonna set this up because it's hard to explain. Right here, you got the door to leave the school.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, along here, are the changing rooms, typically used for the younger grades 8 and 9. And then right here is the door to leave the school.
Yeah.
So this is just a room, right? And then changing room, nothing here, it's just wall. And then more doors to get out. So you open these doors, and you open those doors, and you leave the school. This is for the back entrance. I go in here. This is the best way for me to explain it because it's hard to explain otherwise. So I come in here, and there's like 40 people in here, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to leave. Like I was by myself. Like I already said goodbye to people. I was about to leave and go home. There's like 40 people in here, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it smelled like crap. It was like body odor galore in there, dude. There's because it's like the change rooms are open, and then there's like 40 guys in there. It's warm, and it's just like it's kind of gross. And so I walked out here. As I open these doors to leave, I hear boom, and I'm like, what the hell? And I realize it's somebody with that big-ass JBL speaker, the one that you can, roll out with the wheels?
Yeah.
One of those playing the Pop Smoke Dior instrumental. Where it's like, and then it fucking, goes on and on. It was that. And I was like, holy shit. And in that small-ass room, the speaker sounds so nice because it's so condensed, and it's just the sound's, right there, and it's loud, too. It was loud. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay now. I'm gonna see what's going on. They're like, make a circle. They make a circle. People are getting sturdy in the fucking middle. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I don't know what the hell's happening, but all right. So I'm watching it, and this guy is going crazy, and they're taking turns. There's like 2 guys in there, and then one dude's like, yo, back up. He does a backflip, and everybody was like, oh, and the whole, like, the small ass room that it was, like, was so loud in there. It was so loud in there, and I was just thinking, I just got back from conditioning. I want to see if my teacher comes in here. Like, that'd be funny. That'd be funny as hell. And then everyone was like, what the hell is going on? And then everyone's filming. It was just a mosh pit. It was sick. Lasted about 2 minutes. And then what made me leave was they decided to go into the changing room. And there's 40 people. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Because I will have no room to get out of there. You will, like, be so cramped. It doesn't hold that many people. It's smaller than this room. Way smaller than this room. So, I was like, no, dude. I went home after that. I was like, I know what they're doing. Like, see ya. But I just thought that was sick. So, that happened today. And I got no more topics. But this video, like, they
Yeah.
it's a trend right now. Yeah, it can be quite cool. But at the same time, it's kind of, like, some of them are weird, but I don't know. I think it's just cool, like, overall for a trend. I can't believe we got 3 clips going on the camera. This is, like, one of our longest episodes in person. Normally we don't go over 2.
Yeah, I know.
How many topics do you got left?
I just thought of, like, 2 more things, as you said. So, this week as well, it's the last day of school, and we have exams next week, but there's this thing, it's a, like, tradition at our school. And it's like grad pranks, so all the grade 12s go to school early, and they basically just fuck the school over, and they just like.
I remember last year there was some shit at your school I heard about.
So my sister's grad year, they drove a car into the gym, like one of those little smart cars, and they TP'd the gym, and they like they put red cups all over like the stairs.
That's crazy.
And like they put like they blew up condoms and like pads and taped them on like the office, and like
were they mad at like some of the stuff?
They were so mad. And then one of the guys in grade 12 last year took the door off the bathroom. Oh my God. And there's stairs like this. There's like a flight of stairs. There's a flat and another flight of stairs. And he surfed down the stairs.
Oh my God.
On the bathroom door.
My God.
And it got dented. And they had to buy a new door, and they were so pissed. Like, there's news.
What a legend.
They film news every year. Like, they do news at our school, like morning news or whatever. And
oh my God, that's sick.
On the news, Mr. Campbell was like, oh, I can't say that. We'll cut that. But okay, on the news, the principal was he was on the news, and he was so mad. He's like, you just ruined your reputation at all your years at this school. Now, for the rest of time, I will remember you as the class that did the. And he was so mad. Like, he was so pissed. He's like, class will not be on until all of this is cleaned up. And he was so mad. But this year, what they did, I'm normally at school, like, just on time. So I was like, it was like 8, the first bell was like 8:25. And then I got there at like 8:30-ish or whatever. And that's like the second bell. So I got in at the second bell. And I walk in, and there's just a straight up, like, pool in the middle. I think
I saw that, yeah.
The campus min. So, the grad prank this year, they took a giant pool, like, like those.
The inflatable ones, right?
Yeah, like the ones you set up, like the stands, and you get the pools. And there's like a chair in the middle, and they had like beach balls and like balloons and stuff.
That's creative.
Like right in the middle of like by the calf and stuff. And they had like a chair in the middle, and then Jackson, I come to school and I see him, and he's like, bro, I just jumped in the pool. He's like, I had to get, because he was wearing like shorts and stuff. I'm like, why are you in shorts? He's like, yeah, bro, I jumped in the pool. And he's like, now I have to dry all my clothes. So he's helping like cleaning up and drying his clothes in the locker room. So yeah, I didn't see all of them, which I was like, I wish I went there earlier. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited for our year to see what we do.
Will you participate?
Oh yeah, like everyone does it. It's like a annual thing.
You're gonna like surf down the stairs, like
maybe. We were saying, like, me and my friends were walking home and we were talking about it, and I was like, You know, like we were talking, you know, we have this thing called like Lime bikes. They're like the renting bike share things.
Dude, take all of them
Yeah,
and put them in there.
so we're like, boys, what we gotta do? We get all the Lime bikes and just stuff them in the school. Like we put them somewhere.
That's smart.
Like,
Dude, you have to pay for that.
no,
Or you can
get
lock
a
it.
U-Haul or something and just like put it in. Or,
What
like,
you can do is you
down
don't even have to pay. I just realized you can just pick it up, like
pick
take
it up and
yeah.
take it. So, yeah, that might be what we do in the future if they still have those bikes. I guess so. But
I think they will.
Yeah.
In 2 years, I think
2
they
years.
will.
But yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I think it will be pretty fun. Previous years they did like they took tinfoil and they wrapped like everything in the room. Like they wrapped like all the walls and like the projector and tables and shit. Yeah, and they normally always like TP the gym like they around the basketball nets and stuff. But yeah, and they always have to clean it up after. It's pretty funny. So on the announcements, they're like, class doesn't resume until all of this is cleaned up. So I think it took them
Dude,
like
don't clean up.
an
Like,
hour
don't go
or
to class.
something. And yeah. So, yeah, that's it for that. And now, my next topic, at our school, we also had grandparents' tea or whatever. So they did this thing for the grandparents. They have all the grandparents come out and they have like a tea or whatever.
They have like a tea.
They have a tea in like the gym or whatever. And one of the and they were like they got to walk around the school and just like go to different classes and stuff. And one of the grandparents was a scout, or one of the grandparents like I don't know, someone's grandparents was a scout for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they had the championship rings as a scout in the bag. So this lady showed her husband's championship ring from last year and the year before, and it was so cool. We got to like me and my friends. Our teacher let us like get out of class and look at it, and it was so cool. You don't realize how big these rings are. Like
They're huge.
it's like this big.
For football, we got
Like,
pretty big rings as well.
It was nuts. So yeah, it was so cool, and we got to actually like touch it and like look at it and stuff. And it has like Scout engraved on the side. And the coolest thing is like it has like on the newer one, and I like the Stanley Cup, and you can like spin it, like it spins around, and it's so detailed. It was one of the coolest things I ever saw. So that was really cool that I got to saw that.
Did you wear the ring?
I didn't wear it. No.
One ring to rule them all.
Yeah, my ring now. I should have just took it and left, but
in Russia that happened actually.
Really?
This guy that won the Super Bowl, like one of the coaches, went to Russia and met Putin, and he took the ring from him, and his bodyguards got in the way. Like he was like, this is literally what he's like, can I see it? And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, all right. And he just walked off. He didn't say anything, and then the bodyguards got in the way. And he came back to the U.S. and he started complaining on TV, and Bill Clinton at the time said, you got to stop saying this shit, because if Russia sees this and gets pissed over it, we can be in a lot of trouble. And Putin was like, no, it was a gift. I never took anything. That guy's a liar. It's a gift. Fuck you, Putin. We all know what you're bullshitting, especially right now. But anyway, no, yeah, apparently he just took that shit, and it was like, yeah, the guy he was forced to stay silent about it. You just had to let your ring be taken, because Bill Clinton personally said to the guy, stop saying this on television, saying that Putin stole your ring, because like you're gonna piss him off in the nuclear war. Like, imagine World War III over that.
Over a ring.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's literally Lord of the Rings, bro. At that point, that like
the ring is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. One ring to rule them all. Yeah.
That's messed.
That is messed. Here's my last topic. Justin Bieber says he canceled Toronto shows over pretty serious facial paralysis.
What the hell?
So basically, he has this thing, Ramsey Hunt syndrome, and I watched this video here, while we were setting up, and basically the one side of his face is like paralyzed, so he can't smile, he can't like blink, and he can't like.
Dude, your eyes gonna get so dry.
Yeah, it was so weird. So maybe I'll show Colin this so he can actually kind of see it. But
sign into Instagram.
I think I just do it here without it. Let's skip a bit. This is the side that's see, like when it blinks, his eye like flicks up.
I wanted to update you guys on.
But you see
this side, closest to you.
this side, yeah.
Why does
Watch, like, when he can't, like, look how his lips don't move up. Like, watch on this side. When he, like, smiles or something, like, it's just flat. And the nostril, too, or whatever. I'm gonna skip it for it a bit so you can kind of see what I'm
eyes are
talking about.
moving crazy direction.
It's because when he blinks, his eye, like, flicks back in his head. It looks so gross.
Why? Why does it do that?
Because I think that's why you're, like, when you blink, I think your eyes, like, roll back or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. So, yeah. So he canceled the show because of this, because he's he has paralysis on his
That'd be
face or
so
whatever.
funny to watch for fun. Like,
Yeah, he's like, so basically he has like a, why am I leaning back so much? The mic's gonna be bad, but yeah, he has to he has to go through like therapy or whatever to like do facial exercises.
like shock therapy or something?
No, just to like, he has to do like, I don't know, like probably like little
Acupuncture?
exercises, things like, you know, when you like scrunch your face or something.
Mm-hmm.
Probably something like that, I'm just guessing.
But why? What caused this? Do you know? Does
I
it
have no
say?
idea. I don't think he knows really. I think it was just, I don't know.
I wonder if
Bieber's
that'd be
facing mental health
fun.
issues.
Probably not, but
I don't think they know why. I think it just happens. It's like a disease or something. So, yeah. So he canceled 2 shows. I mean, for good reason. You know, you don't really want to be
Toronto and where
performing.
else?
I was
I
close
just
to
saw
tap, so I
Toronto.
can't see. I think there's 2 shows in Toronto or something.
Okay.
But yeah, it kind of sucks. I hope he gets better because Justin Bieber's like
He
our
came back
legend.
with his Tim Biebs
Coffee. I saw that too.
Yeah.
I saw someone get it. So
coffee, and then the Timbits are back. I think could be wrong.
Beeb bits.
Well,
Topics.
pretty long episode considering that we're short-staffed.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, viewing, and will this be on Spotify? We've talked about it, but do you think it will be up on Spotify?
Maybe. Yeah, I think I could probably get on Spotify. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it is, link will be below. Click it and you can listen to us on your work day or whatever, going to work, at the gym, who knows, whatever, dude. And then we got our merch below. And then we got our Instagram, website. Check all that out if you're down. And we'll see you, hopefully, with Quinn next episode. Because $50 coming our way, dude. I wouldn't mind if he didn't come. I'll say that. But, yeah, no. Apology accepted, Quinner. And come next time. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.